You know that feeling when you read the first chapter of a book and you are just so completely hooked you have to know what happens next? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're breaking down the absolutely gripping first chapter of a popular web novel to see how the author grabs you from the very first sentence and just refuses to let go. And we start immediately, right out of the gate. No messing around, no long introductions, no flowery descriptions. We just get three things: a place, a time of day, and a setting that instantly just screams trouble. The story drops us right into the middle of the action. So the first thing the author does, and this is pretty clever, is establish huge stakes, but they do it in a really surprising way. See, we're not meeting some powerful hero on a grand quest. We're witnessing the final, desperate moments of a young girl. By starting at absolute rock bottom, the story makes you feel this immediate sense of injustice and gives you this powerful need to see things set right. And it all happens so fast. The pacing here is just relentless. It's designed to throw you completely off balance. So she's being chased, she gets struck down by a stone, falls out of the alley, and with her last ounce of strength, she crawls into this mysterious carriage, only to die. It's brutal, it's chaotic, and it leaves you wondering, what in the world just happened? But just when you think the story is over, before it's even had a chance to begin, the author completely flips the script. Because this isn't the end. Oh no, this is just the beginning. This is where the story shows its true colors, with a massive fantasy twist. So picture this. Inside that carriage, a man is holding her body, and he's so calm, totally detached. He feels that she's stopped breathing and is literally about to just toss her out. From his point of view, this whole thing is just a weird, morbid inconvenience. And then, this happens. One tiny sentence, one little sound effect, and the entire dynamic of the scene just shatters. The dead girl is suddenly, well, not dead. The sheer shock of this moment is such a classic hook. It's a total reversal that creates 1,000 new questions in your mind.
And let's be clear, this is not the same girl. The weak, fleeing victim from the alley, she's gone. In her place is a totally new soul, Lu Zaoling, and her very first instinct is to attack. Her eyes aren't blurry and helpless anymore. Now they're filled with a frosty, killing intent. The contrast couldn't be more immediate or more stark.
So this whole resurrection thing, it immediately pivots us into a brand new conflict. We've gone from a chase scene to this incredibly tense, close-quarters negotiation between two very, very dangerous people.
So you're probably asking, how is this even possible? Well, here's where the magic system comes in. The man in the carriage has this thing called Imperial Star Purple Energy, and it's this very power that accidentally brought our new protagonist, Lu Zaoling, back to life. This creates this instant fundamental link between them. Basically, she needs his energy to live. Talk about a connection, right?
Okay, so he's literally choking her, about to finish the job and end this whole weird situation. But remember, this isn't that helpless girl from the alley anymore. This is Lu Zaoling. She sees his powerful aura, she understands what it is, and she realizes she has leverage. And this is the line that changes everything. It's a total gamble, but notice the confidence. She isn't begging for her life. She's offering to save his. In just 4 words, the power dynamic has completely flipped. She's just turned the tables on him. I mean, of course he doesn't believe her, right? Who would? So what does she do? She doesn't waste time explaining. She acts. She makes this shockingly aggressive move and just forces the issue. And boom, there it is, the proof. Right there, under his robes, he's hiding a secret. This strange, dark mark that looks like some kind of monster is consuming him from the inside. Suddenly, her crazy claim doesn't seem so crazy anymore. And then she hits him with this question. I mean, just feel the confidence here. Her life is literally in his hands, but she is the one who is completely in control of this conversation. She found his greatest weakness and just presented herself as the only cure. Okay, so right when this tense negotiation is hitting its peak, the author throws another wrench into the works. The private drama happening inside this little carriage is about to spill out into a very public, very dangerous confrontation. And here he is, our villain, Zhu Minghao. The author does a great job of quickly making him powerful, connected, arrogant, and just completely unlikable. And the real kicker? He's the owner of the house slaves who are chasing the girl at the beginning. He's here to collect what he thinks is his property, the girl's body. So that begs the question, right? This guy is the son of a marquis. He's got the Empress Dowager in his corner. He's basically untouchable. So who in the world could possibly be in that carriage that could stand up to him?
Boom. There's our answer. And what an answer it is. The mysterious dying man in the carriage is none other than the Prince of Jin, a huge figure who's apparently been gone for 5 years. The political stakes of this little alleyway showdown just skyrocketed.
So, here we are. All the pieces are on the board. We've got a resurrected assassin, a cursed prince, and an arrogant nobleman, and they are all about to collide right here, in this carriage. The chapter has perfectly set up a final, impossible confrontation. And our bad guy, being the arrogant fool he is, just goes for it. He thinks his political connections make him invincible, so he ignores the warning and rushes the carriage. He's about to expose everything. He yanks back that curtain, and right there on that cliffhanger, the chapter ends.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question, the one the entire chapter has been building to. It perfectly wraps up all the tension and mystery, presenting you with 2 equally impossible scenarios and forcing you have to turn the page to find out which one is true. And that is how you hook a reader in one chapter.